Hello everybody, welcome back to Thieves StarCraft YouTube. Pretty much what I do here is I adjust my microphone. Okay. Pretty much what I do here is I watch StarCraft 2 and so do you, because you're watching me watch StarCraft. I don't know how that really works, but these kind of videos are entertaining for me to watch, so I'll make more of them. Anyway. But yeah, pretty much what I do here is I just talk about StarCraft while it's going on. And what we have for you today is a game between Samus and GeterDone. As you guys may have already noticed in the right-hand corner here, this is not a live game, as what I promised in most of my videos, if not all of my videos, because when this game was going on, I was actually playing myself in another game, so I couldn't watch. So I decided to cheat a little bit and cast this game, because I never actually got to watch these games go on, but I really did want to. The reason why I couldn't watch these games is because Samus here is on my team, and this was League Night, and his 1v1s were going on at the same time as like the 2v2s or whatever, which I think we won. Yes, we did win those 2v2s. Ha ha ha. Waffle Man and I won those 2v2s. So good for us. Anyway, but I really wanted to watch Samus play against GeterDone. Unfortunately, I was not able to, so I decided to download the replays and watch these games later. So here we go. Samus, my teammate in the bottom right-hand corner. He is a Zerg. Actually, yeah, it's the bottom right-hand corner. You see, the mic is in front of my face, so it's messing up my peripheral vision, so I can't exactly see the whole map. Right now, it looks like a big giant rectangle inside of a square. Funny how those optical illusions kind of work. Hopefully, it won't make it so that I miss anything like this gas steal that Samus is doing to GeterDone, which I think is really cool, because it's just cool like that. Anyway, is this drone going to get away? Of course not, because the wall off is complete, so Samus is like, oh crap. Well, crap. So this drone is going to die very, very shortly. GeterDone is not pulling... Oh, not before it starts another extractor. And I think drones recover their health while they're building their buildings too, so I think that's pretty cool. At least I think so. I don't know. We're going to find out. But anyway, back at his base, he's getting his spawning pool. It is almost done. Let's get that production tab up and running too while we're at it. Why not? That's all good and wonderful. His first gas is also almost done. How soon is he going to get 3 drones on that bad boy? Not very fast. Okay, anyway, so GeterDone's now getting the scout out. He knows where his opponent is, which is very valuable information. He also knows that his opponent is getting, or just completed his natural expansion hatchery, so that's pretty cool too. So what is he doing in response to that? He is getting a factory, most likely going to, as soon as this marine is done, let's see if he starts building a reactor, which he will then swap off of the factory. Yes, there's that reactor right there. Gosh, I'm good. And no, I'm not recording my audio on a delay. I knew he was going to build a reactor. Anyway, back to the game. Here we have a spine crawler going down, which is the perfect reaction to Hellions. Does Samus know about that reactor? Let's find out here. No, but he smells it. He smells it on GeterDone's breath. His breath on that SCV that was just scouting reeked of, hey, I'm gonna build some Hellions. I don't know exactly what that would smell like. What would that smell like? Probably like potpourri. And more of like a Banshee type play would be more like a crap kind of smell, you know? But anyway, enough about that nonsensical situation. Let's take a look at the income tab for these players, see who's ahead of who. I can't really see because the mic is in the way. Oh, nope, I can see through the little holes in my microphone apparatus. 23 to 21 harvesters, and so our income is pretty much even, especially since the Terran player can make that up with mules. Mr. Mule right here. Mule, of course, stands for something, I'm sure, because it's in all caps, but if you see Zergling here, there's lowercase letters in there, but mules are all caps, so it stands for something. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Supplies are looking even for both these players as well. That's because our Terran player is, well, the supply wouldn't be reflected yet, but he is getting down his natural expansion yet, and he's doing that on top of a couple of Hellions that he's sending out to greet the Zerg player. 3 Hellions are already there. Has anything been killed yet? No. Wow. Oh yeah. Looks like a few units have been lost for our Zerg player already. And that Spinecrawler doing good on his bid for work. And those Hellions going down to some Zerglings. And that Queen with a beautiful ramp block. Good for you, Queen. Overlord now getting the scout in and going down. Suicide Overlord. Relaying some information back to the home base, saying, hey, I see a factory with a reactor. You guys should probably start setting up some defenses for that. Oh, you already did. Sorry, I'm late. I'm slow. I'm sorry. I'm an Overlord. What really can you do about that except for get the Overlord speed upgrade? What else is going on in the production tab for these players? Nothing too terribly awesome. There's combat shields, which is... Wait, where'd it go? Oh, it's done now. Just finished for our Terran player. So all these Marines then have 10 extra health. See, there's his combat shield right there. It has a neat little design on it. Are these Hellions actually going to do anything? You see, now what I don't understand is why do these Hellions have these little blue flames on the tip of it? When really look at the color of the flames that actually come out, they are indeed orange. Never quite understood that, but then again, I was not a very avid student in chemistry class when we had the little Bunsen burner things, because I'm pretty sure the flames coming off the end of those were blue as well. And also, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Let's look at the creep spread for our Terran player here. Looks like it's... Or creep spread for our Terran players. Creep spread for a Zerg player. Yes, how's the Terran creep spread doing? Crappy as always, because it's non-existent. What are these 2 Hellions doing back at base? They should be rallying up with the rest of their crew, but maybe they're there for defense instead of a bunker, because that's a smart idea. Anyway, is there a bunker getting down? Oh yeah, there are a few bunkers. And now these Hellions are going to be surrounded and taken out, along with their Marine counterparts, by these Zerglings, which do have speed now, which is good for them. And now they're retreating after a rather unsuccessful attack, and that is not going to be very successful either. They were probably baited. And I like how when you select a whole bunch of units and there's an Automaton 2000 in there, the icon for the unit is the Automaton. That's just cool. Anyway, 4th gas going down now for our Zerg player. Only 3 geysers operational for our Terran. And weapons and armor. Oh, weapons, what, level 1? Just now begun to be researched. And a siege tank coming out now. Actually, a siege tank just did come out for our Terran player. Does he have siege? He does have siege mode. Awesome, 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 awesome. An overseer out there with a nice little scout. Don't know what you would need an overseer for unless you saw some funky little banshee play, but there was no evidence of that from our Terran player yet, except for a star part that just now went down at the 1150 mark. Getting down a missile turret also, probably right at the base of the natural expansion. Right. Or, oh, well, he's just setting up a nice little defense perimeter. Not a half bad idea when you're going up against a Zerg player. Even though you haven't scouted any spires or anything like that, it looks like we're going to see some infestors coming out of our Zerg player here. But now GeterDone going to set up a nice little contain right here at the base of our Zerg player's natural expansion. And a lot of Zerglings from Samus ready to respond to that. Oh, I'm getting taken out. Probably should have just gone for the tanks. These infestors now saying, hey, we want to get shot too. Please shoot us. There we go. Some nice little fungals laying down the cornerstone of a nice little counterattack here from our Zerg player. And the Hellion trying to run away. Is he? Of course, he's not going to get away from Speedlings. Always seemed kind of weird to me that Hellions were slower than Speedlings, but hey. And then a 3rd base ninja expansion going down for our Zerg player and our... Whoa, I pushed a button. What am I doing pushing buttons? I should stop doing that. Our Terran player just putting down a couple reactors on some barracks here. Getting out a massive little bio ball. Should probably add some tanks into that mixture too. He is a little bit high on minerals. And there we go. Lots of tanks being queued up out of that one reactor. Ooh, some burrowed infestors here ready to wreak havoc. Oh, and that missile turret just now going down. Oh, oh, that is really poor timing for our Zerg player, my teammate Samus. But look at all these infested Terrans now doing some pretty good damage at our Terran player's natural expansion here. And those infestors getting away. I do believe that all of them managed to escape. Well, maybe one of them got fried. I wasn't paying attention, but not half bad of a harass, I think. Although it could have done a little bit more damage, but where are the medevacs for a Terran player? Anyway, there they are. Lots of them being queued up and rallied right into the middle of the main here. Still not fixing that rally point, but that's okay. With the massive drone, quite a few drones maynarding over to the third base of our Zerg player here. What else have we got going? Lots of infestors, a few roaches, and quite a few Zerglings out here. What is he gearing up to do? It's 121 supply to 117 now. And it looks like our Terran player is going for an expansion, which will be immediately scouted by our Zerg player here. But that matters not to him because he is currently getting dropped on. Are these infestors going to be able to do any kind of fungal growthing? Yes, they will be. Ooh, what a beautiful fungal growth too. Is that the end of this harass? It probably should be, but we're going to find out. I think GeterDone really wants to get rid of those infestors there, but he just wanted to unload that medevac before it exploded. Look at that. And now this Marine is stranded. He can't go up, he can't go down, the Zerglings can't get to him. The only way that he can do anything now is just plain die from some infestor fungal growths. Look at how high our minerals are for both of our players here. Wow. But Spire just recently completed for our Zerg player, and now Roach is taking out this Marine who can't see over this little cliff there. I guess you wouldn't be able to see over that. Quite unfortunate. I'm pretty sure that if I was that Marine, I wouldn't be able to see over that either. Queen now here for the third base of our Zerg player. And quite a few drones that could probably be transferred over to the third. I'd like to see those gas geysers get to work too, because he only has a couple hundred Vespene gas at the moment, with a nice little contain starting to be set up by our Terran player outside of his main base. Check that out, elevatoring up some Marines, which are kind of a nice fungal there, but that medevac is still going to be able to expend all of its cargo. And these infestors not really doing a lot except getting taken out by these tanks. Oh, losing more infestors than necessary, and look at all these infested Terrans also being lost, which was not entirely necessary. Now these medevacs are going to be able to come in and save some of these Marines, which will still die from that fungal growth damage. Is he going to still keep on with this harass? I see no reason why not to. He's got 6 tanks firmly planted outside the main base here, ready to do some splash damage on these Marines, which are slowly getting unloaded right here on the base of the creep. Man, those siege tanks doing quite the good bit of damage here to these roaches. Does he have burrow? He does have burrow. Let's see if he burrows those roaches to recover some of that much needed life force. Let's see if he got his... Oh, he did get his infestor energy upgrade. That is very cool. Let's see how effective these tanks are going to be. It looks like it's going to be pretty darn effective. What I'd like to see is having these units take out these tanks in the low ground. He's got to do something. There's not very many medevacs around here, so here he goes with this attack. But his lings are at 0-0, and these tanks are at 0-0. The Marines are at 1-1 though, but I guess that really doesn't make much of a difference right now at this very moment. But this looks like a very dire situation for our Zerg player who just ran out of things pretty much to throw at the Terran army. And he never did go for those mutas. I wonder what he was waiting for. Probably still should go for those mutas, in fact. But, I don't know. Well, here come the infestors saying, we want to die too, please kill us. Please, please kill us. Infestor versus tank. Not necessarily the best... not necessarily the best response to that kind of oppression. And this SCV is sort of kind of just chilling, doing nothing, while these kind of a small amount of Marines just sort of kind of goes at all the Zerg buildings here. Did I miss any sort of counterattacks? I'm pretty sure I missed like one attack here at the Terran Natural. I'm pretty sure I did. At least I hope I did. But look at how well saturated this third base is at the Planetary Fortress. Tons of mules going down there. Finally, some mutas, which are dying right as they spawn. They're like, finally, oh no, you spawned us right in the middle of a frickin', it's like the trench of the Star Wars movie, you know, where everything's shooting at them and there's nothing they can do about it because they're not even told to attack. But against this many Marines, that would be suicide. Anyway, here come some units, lots of roaches. Ooh, catching a siege tank off guard that was not sieged, that was cool. And finally cleaning up that Terran harass. But these Terrans down here in the low ground taking out some overlords. Is he going to go after the third? Let's see if he even knows it's there. No, he doesn't. He's going for the wrong third base. Wrong third base, Terran player. Come on, GeterDone. Go north a little bit. Come on. Oh, no, nothing's there. Well, might as well unload the Marines just so you can heal them. Because these roaches are on the high ground here at the main, so you don't really want to engage there right yet. And some good fungals going down on these Marines, but we'll see. Oh, that is pretty effective. It's super effective! As if, you know, infestors and Marines were Pokemon. That medevac going down, and this Marine's like, oh, well, crap. But some more reinforcements coming in from our Terran player. And look at all this that got cleaned up in the main of the Zerg. Is he getting a spawning pool down? Well, he should have already had a spawning pool down. And same as GG's. As he cancels a... that looks like another hatchery. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed game 1. Let's go on to game 2.